All right, we're about to find out if we got enough battery. I just bought this because I think it could be pretty handy, especially around the house. But I got this idea that I would use it to cut down a decently large tree for the fun of it. First thing I think I need to do though is take this thing off. They put that there for some reason that I can't fathom right now, but because of the encumbrance of the body of this thing, it's going to be best to cut with this side of it. So there'll be like, if you were reaching around, if the tree was here and you were reaching around and you were cutting there, this would encumber a flush cut against the tree. So I would have to go and cut upside down, which would require this to go away. This is called the STIHL Grand Theft Auto 26, I think. I may have to charge the battery several times to get through the tree. It's a dead fir tree. Maybe it'll take days, I don't know. Just gonna do it for fun. I think this could be a pretty handy little item to have around the house, and maybe even for little jobs that where you're out doing bids and somebody wants you to look at some little tree and you're all, man, it's happened a bunch of times where I've been, well, ma'am, what you need is just to take off a little end weight here on your Japanese maple, and I'll just do it and drive away and not even charge them. So, cool saw, I think. We'll see. No bar oil. It's got a little, what looks like a cap here, but it doesn't take bar oil at all. I guess it doesn't get enough chain speed for that to even be necessary. They give you this. They give you that, and I guess you put it on now and then. I don't know. But I think I'll buy more than one battery for it. I was standing literally in my front yard yesterday watching the helicopters drop bucket after bucket on a fire just a mile from here. Ruh-roh. Tree is a little bit spongy. It makes sense that a creepy tree would be the first thing the Scooby-Doo harness gets to do. Just want to show you this custom harness that I'm wearing today. This is made by the beloved Samantha Heller, the queen of everything sewing, we call her, at monkeybeaver.com factory right here in Grants Pass, Oregon. This is a Scooby-Doo harness. This is a custom harness made for Braden Rusnick. He wanted the Scooby-Doo theme, and we've got the mystery machine here. This is the van on the back. You can see the color coordination. Some of it's covered up by the actual life support gear, but that's the mystery machine there. It's not finished. We have a few more touches to add to this before we send it to Braden. And then I put, this is another thing we make. This is our high quality H2O holder, okay, that goes on the harness. And I'm using it today for my spare batteries for that little saw. Made for Braden Rusnick. He wanted a Scooby-Doo themed harness, and he wanted some genuine August Honeckey shavings from a tree removal, so I'm going to wear it one time. I'm trying not to get it too dirty cutting down this dead fir tree here. I mean, these suspenders are just so good. Anyway, this is the harness I'm wearing today just for one time, then we're gonna ship it out to Braden. A creepy tree would be the first thing the Scooby-Doo harness gets to do. And I do mean gets to. All right, little saw. First cut. Can't force it. What have I done? Yeah, YouTube, when you see these little fungus growing up the tree, you know there's decay because mushrooms eat dead stuff. I'm gonna call you Scooby-Doo. Hard to get mad at a guy for one-handing this. Huh, there's no handlebar. Finally found a way to checkmate the trolls. Actually, in my opinion, the trolls start out checkmated. So it's ambidextrous. It's got one of these on either side. Oh, I'm kind of having fun. I probably should have bought the holster. Oh, I'm using two hands anyway. Look at that. I'm so well behaved. By the way, just because I'm doing this, it doesn't really mean that I think you should do it. It's just kind of fun for me to do this and talk to you, really. I would use this around the house or maybe pruning or something. I mean, I'm just climbing this dead fir tree with it for fun. It's just a hoot. It's lightweight. I made this little whip stitch so that it has its own lanyard, you know? I don't know, I think it's just fun. This is the kind of thing I do for fun. Oh yeah, you're supposed to like oil this thing now and then, I think. This is the bar oil. I don't want to go too nuts with the bar oil because I don't want to get it on Braden's brand new harness here. I can one hand with total impunity. Like I always do. I can hold my flip line and my saw. Try to make the view a little better here. took a long time. Why would I do this, you ask? Totally for fun, really, for you. Because I like making videos, and it seems a little ridiculous to take this up a tree on a nice, calm, quiet day and chit-chat with my buddies. Does that seem ridiculous? So the body of the saw sticking way out right here, isn't that cool when you're making cuts on this side of the tree? On this side of the tree, it's good because you can get closer. The saw doesn't get in the way. For this one, I have to go at kind of an angle though. Trying to keep stuff off my rope down there. It's kind of cool you don't have to turn it off and on. Over here, guys, pay attention now, come on. I have no idea how much I'm supposed to oil the chain like this. It seems kind of silly. They told me in the shop that the chain speed was so minimal that it's not really important. But then they give you a little thing of oil. So, I don't know, metal on metal, seems like oil is usually good, right? But pulling out an eyedropper, I don't know. One time, years ago, I think I was probably about 29, I was working in Washington, and This guy told me, he told the whole crew that he wanted us to bust out a job, like to go fast. And I was like, what do you mean fast? Like faster? Because I already felt kind of fast. And he's all, yeah, well, you know how when you cut off a limb, you kind of want to watch and see where it goes and what it does? I'm all, yeah. He's all, just don't look down. Don't follow what happens with anything. Just move on to the next cut. And so I tried a few jobs like that where I just kind of threw away the magic of the moment by not like enjoying it as much, and just like it became a different kind of enjoyment, just like a shred, not looking down. I just thought of that for some reason just now. Oh, I know, because I watched it all the way down, and I watched the bounce because I don't want to hit my rope, and so I was like, so I was remembering that. Actually, I need to put some English on this. What? Oh, I am so glad that I am prepared for this nonsense. Oh. Well, it says 1 bar. So perhaps I should believe that. You know, I guess you can damage batteries by using them past 0 or whatever. I don't know if I have enough batteries to get to the top of this thing. Hope I don't get oil on this guy's harness. But hey, it'll be authentic, right, Braden? It'll be what you asked for. You wanted me to wear it one time before we sent it, so. Oh, there's a lot of big limbs. I hope I can get through them and still get a top out before I have to go down. I only brought 3 batteries with me. Do the hard part with the saw and cut the last little bit off with the handsaw, then maybe the battery will last. I don't know though. One battery got me this far. Well, 1 1/4. This battery shows 1 bar. Some people were asking me, well, I get a lot of questions. One of them is, what rope are you using? And they also ask lately, they say, how come I haven't been using the zigzag? And the reason I haven't been is because that Yale, that Scandier rope, that red stuff that I usually use, I really love that rope, but it's real slick. And as the zigzag starts to wear out in this, between the links, you know, in the channel here in the rope path, well, what happens is it starts to slide. I mean, I couldn't sit like this. It starts to get to be a pain. But this is a little bigger, a little not as slick. It's 11.7. It's called Mardi Gras by All Gear. And so when your zigzag starts to slide, you can just go to a little bit larger diameter rope or a little bit rougher rope, and you can get it to grab again. Same with the Unicinder. Some people might not say that's a good idea, but when you're talking about really slick rope, like smaller, you know, thinner static line and stuff, well, it's okay to use it until it starts to slip, and then go to a bigger one when you're, if it starts to slip and I was using this the whole time, and then I'd probably just get rid of it. Some viewer might be wondering why we don't just fall it out into the woods, or if they're from the UK, they might wonder why we don't fell it out into the woods, or if they're from America and they think themselves fancy, they might wonder why we don't fell it out in the woods. But if you're from the Pacific Northwest and you're wondering why we don't fall it out into the woods right here, it's because they're my woods, kind of, temporarily, and I don't want collateral damage if I can help it, because it'll make a big mess out there. Just so you know, Braden, the guy that we made the harness for, Braden, Sam, the queen of all things sewing that made you this harness, she was a little concerned that I would get it dirty, and she didn't like this idea. And I'm climbing a pitchy tree right now, and so I'm trying not to touch the harness, and but it'll probably smell good. I'm having so much fun though. So silly. I got a hanger over there. I'd like to get it free. Close. Come on. Come on, come on. Ah. I'm hoping I can get to the top on 3 batteries. Yeah! Oh, yes! It's the little things. Like this, for example. Ruh-roh, battery number 3 already. Didn't even look down that time, YouTube. But I did that time. Let's see here, what do we got? 3 bars, not bad, not bad. 3rd battery. 1st bar. Cheating a little bit. I don't want to be cutting the top with my handsaw. There's what the top looks like. It's 3 tops. It's quite tall above me, actually. I want to brush it out right through there. A lot of yellow jackets flying around me for some reason. I got my climb line in here. You don't want to forget that your climb line is in when you're making your face cut, with your climb line still attached in the part that's leaving. So it's kind of comfortable for making the cut, but you don't want to leave it there or you're dead. bars. Oh boy. All right, we're about to find out if we got enough battery. I sent one of my batteries down like 15 minutes ago and had them put it on the charger just in case. Yeah, so that's 3 batteries. Isn't that perfect? Halfway through the back cut, battery runs out. Yeah. This saw is not made for this.
Hello?
Hey, can you bring me that battery back?
Sure.
All right, thanks.
When I put it on the charger, it was green.
Yeah, but it's not till it stops being green that it's charged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll bring it to you.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
Right. It is too small. Four bars. This is gonna be an ugly stump cut. I hate to say it, but this bar does not penetrate far enough. Well, I have to admit defeat. I couldn't get it with the little bar. I did save some cutting though. I really wanted to do the whole thing with that little saw, you know, but I couldn't get this little post out of the middle with it. I was coming in, you know, it's only like 4 inches. Some people like me to show the scenery now and then. It's better today. It's been smoky really bad here. Anyway, that was kind of fun, kind of out of the norm. And Braden, I hope you like your harness. I think it smells good now. It's super cool. It's one of a kind, just like this little saw, only this little saw is a little too one of a kind, if you know what I mean. It's got a place, but this probably isn't it. However, the harness is made for this. I definitely am not going to be chunking that tree down with this. I could see a little old lady out in her yard thinking this was pretty rad though. But still, I mean, come on. That's a pretty big fir tree, and now it's just a tall stump. With this and a little bit of handsaw help. This here is one of our more recent manufacturing projects. We call it the rope keg. It's a rope bag. It's a lot more durable than our original one. We still make the climber's rope bag, which is real convenient for stowing the rope standing up. And it's kind of bullet shaped, so when you're doing crane work, it drops through the canopy better. But this is for a 200-foot rope, and we also make them for a 300-foot rope. It's got loops all over it. It's got different potential. The idea is to be simple and strong and have that big yawning opening there for easy stand-up rope bag storage, not flopping around. monkeybeaver.com. We also sell these maxi flip. These are my favorite ones. I've used a lot of different ones, but these seem to be the best quality. These are called maxi flip. This is a steel core flip line, and we pair it with the Petzl flip line adjuster. This is a 12-foot flip line. See, there's the steel in the middle there. This is my favorite flip line to use, and available also at monkeybeaver.com. We're starting to carry more and more of what we like. So we don't carry everything at monkeybeaver.com, but we sell the things that we use, the things that we like. It's not really your complete comprehensive arborist supply store, and it's not really ever planned to be. It's meant to be a collection of things that we agree with, that we endorse, and that we use. Monkey Beaver,